Paris is feminine. And I love any word with A's. They're really great. So that was it. I changed. I went back home, changed the flyer, and then printed it with a different name. And it took me a while to get used to it. Somebody was saying Havana, the gig once, and they kept saying it loud. And I thought, gee, how interesting. They're talking about Havana. And I realized they were calling me, and I didn't know it because I forgot that was my name.
That's beautiful.
Eventually I get used to it.
Right on. What another question I'd like to ask you before we get into talking about your CD is that during your musical career, and I see it's been like on and off for a long time, but
right.
When you started out, did you have any doubts or how can I say, would you have any doubts? Most musicians or artists like to be successful, you know, in what they're doing. And some just like to do it. You know what I mean? They just like...
Yeah. Success is not my motivation. No, I just love music. I need to hear music. I need to make music. I need to sing music. You know, it's just part of who I am. I mean, if you should see my CD collection, you know, and it's not just jazz. I mean, I love classical. Then we spoke a week ago. I had just come back from a concert at Lincoln Center. It was Ravel, because they were playing the Concerto in G major, piano concerto, which is one of my favorite pieces, and it was a phenomenal performance. And they were also playing Shostakovich's Symphony No. 4 in C minor, which I was not familiar with, and it was the last piece. And I was just, you know, not particularly looking for it. I was curious more than anything. It blew me away.
Wow.
I was in tears. It was, well, first when you know the tragedy of his life and how they him and the government, what they did to him, and he was banned, you know, and his music was considered, what do they call it, decadent?
Decadent, right.
That happened to a composer of one of the songs that I have in my album, Adios Felicidad.
Right.
That was written by Ella O'Farrell, a Cuban, many years ago, in the 30s. And at some point when Castro came to power, he decided, she was born in the 30s, when he came to power, he decided that was decadent because it was about something personal and romance, and, you know, you couldn't write about that. And they banned it. And she couldn't believe this. And the story goes that she was looking for him all over the city to talk to him and ask him what's going on. And he said, no, there's nothing to worry about. Well, shortly after that, they had a conference, they banned it. I don't know if she spent any time in prison, but her choice was either to leave or go to prison.
Wow.
So she lived in exile in Veracruz, in Mexico, for 30 years.
Wow.
She wrote a song that was a beautiful, romantic song about love, about something personal, because you're not supposed to have any personal feelings. You know, that was called bourgeois, that was called all sorts of things. And so, you know, what happened, I mean, when you hear Shostakovich's Symphony No. 4, it has everything in it. It has humor, it has such pain, it has such passion, it has, oh my God, I mean, I was just in tears. I'm telling you, it was an hour long, that piece. And it was absolutely magnificent.
Beautiful.
And, you know, so, I mean, anything that's good, like the Duke used to say, music, there are only two types of music, good and bad.
Right. Right. Since we're talking about...
But that's all it is, you know. Music is a language. It feeds the soul. It is, I mean, there are composers that'll kill you, and I'm not stuck on one particular era or anything like that. I mean, I'm open to hear